welcome everybody to episode 3 of the Madoians and Friends podcast. Of course, as always, I'm Alex Madoian.
Your boy, Mike Madoian.
And today we have our second guest of the podcast, my boy, Joe Reale. Joe, welcome.
How are you doing?
Oh, we're doing good, man. Doing good. Happy to have you.
It's an honor
dude.
I'd say even more of an honor to be really where it all began.
Oh,
they don't
dude.
know we're in the basement.
That is
It's
true.
alright.
That is true. We didn't mention this. We are in a new location today. Since our last episode, I have been kicked out of my apartment. We were launched. We were tossed. But no, I'm just playing. But we are in the basement, the Madoian's basement, where it all began, like Joe mentioned.
Yeah.
And that actually that helps me to start off this whole podcast, because when I pulled up, I was thinking of a story from back in the childhood.
Oh, God.
From down here?
Young
here we
Alex
go.
Madoian.
Oh.
Back in the day, one of my favorite shows, I have to say, was Steve Irwin's The Crocodile Hunter. And
R.I.P.
may that man rest in peace. But
Yeah, for real. A legend.
I used to want to be the crocodile hunter so bad. Bad.
Did you?
I did. And I loved the zoo. I loved animals, everything like that. So, I figured we live on a street. If for those of you don't know, on our street we have a farm. Go look at some of the cows, some of the animals. Come back to the yard, and we've got some
We didn't
snakes.
necessarily look.
What?
Do we admit the the stuff that we used to do on the farm? Throwing apples?
Oh, yeah, of course. Throwing apples at
That
the...
was messed up. That's some real,
Some PETA shit.
childhood stuff.
Yeah.
Some
yeah.
PETA shit.
Yeah, out there being absolutely reckless with these
Throwing
poor,
apples at cows' faces.
poor animals.
Oh, my God.
But so we used to have some, the garter snakes, those like
The garden, the garden snakes.
guards. Is it garden snakes? I thought it was always something different.
Garter or garden?
Whatever.
I don't know.
I think it's
It's one
garden.
of those things you're going to say wrong. Like, somebody's going to be like, no, it's that.
It's one of those things you start off saying, you trail off at the end. You're like, one of those snakes. You know, one of those things.
One of those young snakes.
So they used to chill. We used to have bushes in the front, and they used to hang out there all the time. And they used to poke their little heads through the top, and I'd walk up there, and I'd like sneak around, and I just grab it.
You grabbed
Grab it. Bare hands, grab it with my bare.
When you were a kid?
When I was a kid, yeah, probably like 8 years old.
That's weird.
And I'd have it in my hand, and one time I still have some scars from it. Bit me twice, and I didn't even know they could do that.
Yeah, bro.
Poisonous.
No, of
Yeah,
course not. But
obviously.
I thought they were just some harmless little snake in there.
Not
but-
at all.
That's weird.
They fight.
Oh, it's certainly weird,
You
but
know how people say, like, remember your youngest childhood memory?
yeah,
My youngest one is killing a snake in my backyard. With
Really?
My dad with a shovel for no reason. It's literally the furthest back I remember.
that's crazy.
That's
Wow.
weird that you.
Mike could attest. I have a pretty
That is your
freakish
childhood.
memory.
It's weird. He remembers stuff that it's like 3 years old. He'll be like, yeah, dude, I remember
No,
that going
honestly,
there.
speaking of 3 years old, I remember, and it's. I feel like I sound annoying because it's like there's no way you remember that, but I really do. 3 years old, I remember being in a high chair in my kitchen in Cranston, and I was waiting for my mom to bring over food or whatever, and I heard a wolf howl outside.
Oh, my
and
God.
It freaked me out.
When you
I'll
were
never
3
forget.
years old.
Yep. And I remember going outside on that deck in like the middle of the night, not the middle of the night, but just like out there seeing all the stars in the backyard, like the swing set we had. It's pretty wild. 3 years old.
I
Yeah.
feel like I have a good memory and childhood, like 8 years old back, blank. I couldn't tell you, dude. Like,
No idea. Me
at
either.
all.
Really?
No idea.
Right?
My first memory, I think, I don't know, like we went to Disney like way too young, and I
were
kind
pretty
of
young
remember
for
that.
Yeah, I feel like you only remember like the traumatizing or weird.
When you almost
which
died.
We won't share.
Yeah. We went on a trip to Florida before you were old enough to even go on a vacation. And like I remember
I couldn't go on a vacation. They wouldn't allow me. I was too young.
You were way too young. We dropped Jeff at Grandma's house and we said, "All right, Mike, see you later." Like a little dog.
Yeah. I put him in the shelter for a week.
And yeah, I remember details about that trip, like about our hotel and like the pools around it, way more. My dad's like, "What are you talking about?"
Yeah, that doesn't even make sense.
Dude, it is. But hey, but like I said, coming back here to where it all started, that's bringing up some good memories. So.
Indeed.
Oh, dude.
Am I allowed to jewel in the basement before I continue?
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Yeah. I'm not a jeweler. I just had a long weekend.
This is good. Dude, it's been a good one. Been a long one. Oh my goodness.
Yo, not to
Sure.
backtrack.
No, please
or
do.
Monopolize to what you originally said.
Yeah.
But I thought I was gonna go a different direction.
No, please.
Can we
Make
talk
sure you're
about the fact of
good distance from that.
how awesome it could be to like not just a living but an empire off of just playing with animals.
Oh, dude.
That's what he did. Like,
Yeah.
talk about
Absolutely.
dream job.
Dude, I can't. Yeah, you can't think of much
Not just
things
a living,
better than that.
like an empire.
And then
His
it
own
killed
TV
him.
show.
Oh,
Yeah, you gotta go in. You gotta go out the way you came in, though. You know. That's
Absolutely.
what made him.
That's
But-
true. I'll
but
give you
out
that.
there just with some of the coolest things too. Like not just crocodiles. You know, he might have started off small with crocodiles, but he made his way up to everything.
Sad to see him
Yeah.
go the way he did, though. It's a tough look.
Oh, dude, that is tough.
What, the
To the
stingray?
No,
Yeah.
dude, he got a fucking stingray through the heart.
Jeez.
And
stingray,
the
what do
worst
you call
part
it?
That's
was
tough.
that
Like I said,
stinger.
it's been a
Wasn't it
long
like-
weekend. It's not a stingray. What is it? What do you call the actual thing on the back of
it's
it?
just a stinger, I guess.
I would assume a stinger.
I don't know.
I'm
You
sure
get
there's
the
something
point.
wrong
You
with
get the
this.
point.
No, not
It's
something
not a
wrong with it.
fin,
It's definitely called
obviously.
something. No,
Yeah,
no.
exactly.
But like, I think there
Their
was something
stinger.
like too where he like couldn't pull it out or had to leave it.
gory details
Oh, dude,
Yeah, no,
something
me either.
Crazy. But
And you know his kid's doing the same thing.
Yeah.
both of them,
Yeah.
and they're
Oh,
mad
really?
good, Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
It's
That's
creepy
nuts.
how much his son looks like him.
Oh
too.
my God, he's like a name. He was on Ellen or whatever.
Yeah,
right?
yeah. That's why I saw
Yeah.
it.
He's like, I just love animals. Like,
And dude,
he does. He's a guy. I'm not making fun of kids, but
No, and the passion in his eyes when he's talking about it. You're right. He's out there like, oh yeah, that I just love following my father's footsteps.
Yeah.
I tell you,
what else would I do?
out there with the wild dingoes. I tell you,
Yeah, it's
dude,
ridiculous.
that is
Oh my
But
God.
honestly, like that is a great show.